Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a different kind of video where we're just going to do some analyzation. I'm having software issues and internet problems, so it's going to be a quick upload, and I'm going to release all my unlisted videos, so there might be a bunch of videos released in the next day or so. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to release yet, but anyway, please enjoy. I love you all and welcome. Please like and subscribe. It's free and it really helps.
At Gabba BCV 2 days ago, that second photo is what I see in the sky with my eyes. You call it a spiral. What I see is 20 plus hexagons. Trailing behind the UFO, these hexagons look exactly like that photograph. The hexagons are 50% transparent in a light blue color. I've seen it 5 or 6 times now, and probably a dozen times before, but never noticed it, or wrote it off as a most possible meteor. I saw this a few weeks ago. It was above my house. In 2 seconds it flew northwest at 45-degree angle. Down, it landed 10 kilometers or more away. Where it landed is a government pine forest, and beyond that is just remote farms and remote land like the tops of mountains uninhabitable. The craft was cigar-shaped, and it was brighter than the sun. The last time I saw this hexagon 20-plus trailing a UFO was maybe 6 months ago. It was directly above me. I happened to look straight up as it flew past me, northeast. After doing this for years, it's like they tell you to look at this part of the sky, then something always flies past 30 seconds later. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they grab my head and point it in certain directions, or I'm good at listening to them and follow their instructions. It might look like a spiral due to lens bounce. Was a remote control used to operate the shutter on the camera for this photograph to eliminate physical touching of the camera lens bounce? Maybe it is slightly lens bounce, and that's why it looks like spirals when it's actually a trailing bunch of hexagons. It's very interesting and looks exactly like the hexagon trails UFOs that I have seen with my eyes but never been able to capture it. Thanks for sharing. At Gabba TV 1 day ago at UAP 369 ORBS, no problem. Feel free to share anything I say. Tell everybody I don't care if you would like to learn more about raising your awareness to be able to see UFO. I can share with you techniques and practices that are actually very small, very little. But increase your awareness skills and increase your consent to interact with the guardians that observe us in the skies. If you follow these tips that my mantis homie taught me to practice, your mind will melt when they start appearing in large craft closer to you for longer periods, enough to get a 5 to 10 second video, 3 or 4 at the same time, one after the other, orb after orb after orb, to the point when they are testing my consent, gratitude and coherence and emotional levels. I cannot sit down for 30 seconds for over 15 minutes. Your mind will simply melt. It comes down to learning to relax during density shifts. Relax the mind. You see the orb? Relax. Don't get emotional or excited. Remind your mind to relax during this density shift training. Then you need to relax your central nervous system from reacting to these sightings, and relax your heart. It's 3-layered. Then you will experience density shifting, time expanding and contracting. You will see it, hear it, and feel it. Your brain will freak out. That's why I constantly remind myself, I need to learn to relax during these density shifts. I'm not laughing or jumping up and down with excitement when I record amazing UFOs now, which you can tell from the emotion in my voice as I describe what I am recording. Hence why I said the original audio is so important in our previous conversation, and once in 5 years, I recorded a UFO strange bizarre sound. That was on the morning of when I had to interview Elena Danon to help with a friend's podcast, as I knew all her books and videos in great detail and could ask the right questions to try and figure what is authentic about the claims she makes. That's another story altogether. As you can read, I have too much information to share and not enough pages to write. Anyway, I don't have time to write it all down. But feel free to stop by my live stream on YT. When I'm streaming my games, I play to relax, and I can share with you more information and the techniques my mantis contact told me to try, which work. For example, I was sky watching the last 2 hours on sundown. 2 large orange lights appeared connected together with an orange electric arc-shaped lighting bolt, about 10,000 to 15,000 feet in height. It just phased in above my house and flew north, then slowly cloaked and vanished. That's called interaction. They interact with me a lot now. Testing. Me. Checking to see if I remain calm and checking to see do I stay emotionally stable. If I pass these observations, then more sightings appear, and closer and lower, And they turn the cloaking on less and less, meaning I get to see them for longer and get longer and longer recordings. First was 5 seconds, which I barely captured. Then 10-second power-ups right in front of me, so low I feel I could reach out and touch them. Now I'm getting 30 to 40 seconds, and cloaking turn on much slower then. Previously, as I remain calm, show gratitude and respect and thank them for appearing, breathing out gratitude with my breath, and remain relaxed and emotionally stable. Even though I'm in a strong emotionally unstable state due to terroride factors, I ignore this and practice what my mantis friend taught me. This density shifting training will also open you up to contact with our guardian space cousins in your dreams or in an exhausted waking state, if you so chose to give them consent to contact you in your dreams. They like to show us things in a learning type of process, only if you give them consent to do so. It's all about free will and giving your consent for interaction and contact.
At Andrew Rollins 48983 3 hours ago, at Gabbabeast TV lens bounce you talk of shows up clearly in my photos. I look to the stars in the long exposure pictures for movement in the camera. It does happen from time to time when the wind blows, a car drives by, I walk too close to the camera, etc. As for your own experiences with hexagons, I've been fascinated with the shape for years to the point I took up beekeeping a year ago. There's something to that shape I can't put my finger on, and I see it everywhere. I forgot to add, there's a 10-second delay before taking the first photo to help prevent the bounce you are talking about. Also, this camera will take up to 5 long exposures in a row, which helps to prevent camera movement too. At Andrew Rollins 48982 2 days ago, thank you very much for the camera. I'll be sure to put it to good use. I was given the following knowledge in telepathy. I was told that these lights are saucers traveling bottom first covered in plasma, which is the byproduct of having atmosphere around the ship. The lighted spiral indicates the direction of travel. A clockwise rotation is a craft exiting the dimension, and the counterclockwise spin is one entering a dimension. A clear image showing the spiral and direction is very difficult for me to obtain. But I'll keep at it.
At Shudawudakudabin 2 days ago at UAP 369, this year those zigzag spirals are awesome, wow. So many times I've seen them act this way, ESP the ones that get close.
At Andrew Rollins 48982 2 days ago at Shudawudakudabin 100%, so much more is visible to the naked eye when they are close. It's almost impossible to find camera technology available to the general public that's sensitive as the human eye to document them at distance.
Okay, so there you have it. I tried doing some more editing there, but like I said, I'm having difficulties. Please leave in the comments what you like to see more of. I'll try my best to listen to the comments and figure out what we can do next to I don't know, figure out what's going on. So please leave like, comments, all that stuff. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you all. Thank you.